Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give out honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors and blessing to the elders, the apostle, a great millstone, the water Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, for the elders, the apostle on down, for waking me up to the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding through the spirit, power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the few Akim, meaning the brothers, the one pushing the truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth, wherever you might be, scattered abroad, who like the other nation, who bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. Shalom to the few who I believes well, meaning the sisters, the one repenting, come back to Yahweh Shem Yahshua in these latter days. And shalom to the boys and girls who the Lord going to deliver us on these times to come to. With that, I'm going to say shalom. All right, what I'm going to today, basically news and prophecy. All right, you have the Hunter virus, the outbreak from the ship. And I have this clip I'm going to play from the brother Jersey of Saints. Saints of Jersey. All right. Brother do edify listen, subscribe, be edified to the brother channel. All right. And I'm gonna read a little information I put up on Google too, man. You know, also, but first I go to that, read a little information on Google, then play the video. And we'll get some scriptures, man, because even though this virus, this outbreak happening now, saying it started on the ship. And all of a sudden, now it's just over here in America and it's spreading. They said the same thing what that was with the that I don't want to say too much. I like to say fair use, and I ain't trying to give nobody no kind of medical things on how to operate and heal themselves or whatever. But when they had the jab going on back in 2020 and 2021, they C-jab. They were saying that it started from China and it moved to America, man. A lot of the diseases they say be starting from somewhere else and they end up here and they get real bad. But when it boiled down to it, man, a lot of the things, a lot of the diseases what the Edomites, these devil create, man, really be already over here. They create these things in their lab. They run test runs on these things. All right, because when they go back to the sea, that C19 jab, you had this old Edomite said it went really new. Like, it was at, 2000, what she said, 9, 10. She said they were running test runs on it back then. But they put it to the people like, oh, this is just something real new, outbreak. We got to see what's going on with it and see can we find any way to get rid of it. But they be already knowing what the effect gonna be if you catch it. Like the Edomite said, they were running test run back in 2010, 9 with it. All right, old Edomite. They push it to you like it's just some new just hit the scene down. Hardly know nothing about it. They trying to come up with ways to figure things out. All right. But that's how the devils work. But this is I had typed in how the Hunter virus hit America. It said, yes, Hunter virus is present in the United States and has been since at least 1993. With about 890 confirmed cases reported through the end of 2023. So this thing been going on, man. See, now, they don't push as information about a lot of these diseases out to the public like that. The news and all that controlled by the highest up. They push out what they put out to the media and the news, whatever they want the people to know. All right. But the thing is, they acting like, it just something just like it just really just hit the scene, but it been on the scene, but hey, and this how Yahweh Shem Yahushai, this part of the Lord plan, to destroy the thing with pestilence, right? Also with the diseases, they're part of the Lord's judgment, all right? And spreading, and we know Esau Edom is the sword of Yahweh Shem Yahushai on the left hand side to complete out all the wickedness. He take on the physical, he take on the physical counterpart of the spiritual being Satan. But it say, yes, Hunter virus present in the United States. It has been since at least 1993 with about 890 confirmed cases reported through the end of 2023. It is a rare but serve respiratory disease transmitted primarily by deer, mouse, mice, and rodents. It's a particularly in western states and is not particularly spreaded from person to person. All right. What it say? 2026 situation. It say as of early May 2026, U.S. health officials are tracking American passengers returning from Antarctica. Shit like Antarctica cruise ship that experienced an outbreak of the Aedes strain, and they say hantavirus thought it is a Pacific contained situation. Ongoing risk. It say the CDC notes that a case occurred primarily in the U.S. with over 90 occurring west of Mississippi River transmission. Right? It's an infection generally happen by breathing and contaminated. It's a particle, practicals. It's a from rodents, droppings, saliva, or urine. It's a CDC dates for more C report cases of hantavirus. Okay, these. All right, while risk general public remain low, it is a serious, often fatal disease. All right, and this thing is fatal. It's avoid entering with abandoned or closed up buildings. Use cautious when cleaning areas with signs of mice. Do not sweep or vacuum dry rodent dropping, as this can release the virus into the air. All right, but the thing is, what I want to give with that, like they said, it's at least in 1993. You know, these have been going on, but you know, the Lord gonna use Esau Edom to help push a lot of these things, and the Lord gonna do things Himself to let you know He exists. But I'm gonna play the clip with the brother Saint Jersey having his channel. So talking about Randy, but you know, I want to speak on it and read it a little bit and play this clip, get some scripture.
Virus that might hit the U.S. called the hantavirus. People with symptoms in virus that might hit the U.S. called the hantavirus. People with symptoms in California and Georgia are being monitored right now. And if this outbreak is bad, everybody's in trouble.
This morning, officials are racing to contain the deadly hantavirus outbreak that has killed 3 people. Several states, including Arizona, Georgia, and California, monitoring cruise ship passengers for possible infections. Teams in protective gear transporting 3 patients to emergency flights. This as contact tracing has started on anyone who may have been exposed to sick patients. There are now 11 suspected cases of hantavirus infection from that ship, 5 testing positive in a lab. Hantavirus is a respiratory infection and can kill up to 40% of those infected.
Dang.
The World Health Organization identified the rare Andes strain, which can spread from person to person.
To tell y'all, if hantavirus happens, baby, get your house in order, because the nurses are not coming to clock in. Bedside nursing is already hanging on by an actual thread, and we're done.
Dang.
I'm not doing another pandemic with y'all.
Why does this sound like COVID all over again? They saying the hantavirus can spread and be in a person's body for up to 8 weeks before somebody even realizes it, and by the time they realize it, it's already too late. They saying that people can't breathe, their kidneys will be failing. They saying somebody already died from this, man, and they are now tracking over 40 people who left that cruise ship who may be spreading the virus, man. We don't know. The CDC right now says that the likelihood of it spreading is very low. But come on, we heard this before. Look, man, I'm praying that this don't spread.
As one of the few doctors on this app that is probably taking care of a patient with hantavirus, bad news. Their lungs are filling up with fluid and their kidneys are failing.
Everybody got nightmares of 2020. A lot of people lost their family members, man. A lot of people were stuck in the house. People didn't have food. People didn't know what was going on. Like, people just started going outside a few years ago, and man, it looked like if this gets real bad, bro. It's a new virus that might hit the U.S. called the hantavirus. People were is very low. But come on, we heard this before. Look, man, I'm praying that this don't spread.
As one of the few doctors.
But the true servants and prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, we praying that these things happen, right? We want these things to happen because we know when these things starting to happen, man, what the Lord say gonna take place before He return, we know salvation is near. And the ones who serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and fear the Lord and doing what they supposed to be doing towards Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they not going to have nothing to worry about. They not going to have to worry about the getting caught up in the famine and the disease and them type things like that and probably and perishing from it. All right? These are punishment for the wicked, 2/3 of our people. All right? You Israelites, and along with the rest of you heathen.
On this app that is probably taking care of a patient with hantavirus, bad news. Their lungs are filling up with fluid and their kidneys are failing.
Everybody got nightmares of 2020. A lot of people lost their family members, man. A lot of people were stuck in the house. People didn't have food. People didn't know what was going on. Like, people just started going outside a few years ago, and man, it looked like if this gets real bad, bro, we don't know. Let's all pray that this don't get bad. Let's pray this don't get bad, man, because I don't think that we ready. I don't think America's ready. I don't think America's ready.
That ain't about you. The Lord is tired of this place.
Kind of like they said.
23 passengers just left the ship. Guess what? The virus is already in America. Not only that, they are saying that this shit is more deadly than COVID. I don't know about you, but this feel like a show that I've seen on Netflix before, or maybe in 2020. Now, seeing these people leave the ship, they was all wearing masks, and it was like flashbacks. 23 passengers.
The Lord ain't playing no more games, man. U.S. military routed with once perfect storm container called lethal hantavirus cruise outbreak, and it's not over. Blood vessels leak, lungs filled with fluid. Here you go.
Right, and like you said, there you go, right? But as we went back to the article, man, what it said the hantavirus is present in the United States and has been since at least 1993. They've been around. Like I said, a lot of these diseases they put out been around. How you think they give this stuff a name, man? Because if it's a newer disease that's hit the scene, how you know what to name it? Like, who the hell sees some disease you just know, oh, this the such and such? No, it's all come from somewhere, all orchestrated, put together, had to name it, give it a name. You ain't just go see something out the blue, you just gonna name it. All right? But I'm gonna go back to the what's the name, but yeah, go read these scripts. Okay. All right, then they showing the little states where it's supposed to be taking place at, but it say this thing will 90% occur in Mississippi. But all right, but this Deuteronomy chapter 28 in verse 59, it say the Lord will make the plagues. Okay, Shalaki, let me see when I start from. I'll start from and it's all good. All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, 59. If thou would not observe to do all the words of the law that are written in this book, that thou mightest fear